so delightful. It smells super high quality.
Honey is okay, Chris. This is good.
It is a really, really pretty scent. I can see why this one is getting all of the compliments.
Oh, this is very sexy.
This fragrance is called The Boss by Christopher Lee Fragrances, but I had to reach out to them on Instagram and tell them, your fragrance is bomb. Like, that's good.
I'm a money magnet, draped in designer, I stay high fashion. Chris, you bougie, know I'm high maintenance.
You're now experiencing Christopher Lee Fragrances.
There is a downfall to designer fragrances. Have you realized that majority of every designer fragrance that come out usually always smell the same? I'm tired of that. I'm tired of seeing a fragrance, I run up to the store, I spend like $200 on it, and then it smell like the exact fragrance that they already released. I'm tired of flankers. I'm tired of all these different concentrations. I'm tired of getting played when it comes to these fragrances. I'm tired of people coming out with the same exact bottle for another fragrance that's just changing the color a little bit. Do these look like 3 different fragrances, or do they look like all the same fragrance? If you are a newcomer to like the fragrance community, you will probably look at all 3 of these bottles and think they're all identical. And guess what? They coming out with one this year called Extra Dose, right? That looks, I'm not even joking, like it looks identical again to all these bottles. When I go to the shelf to go pick out a fragrance, I think I just got an eye for them because I'm like an expert in this, but I'm saying it's like, look at the unoriginality they're doing to these bottles. But I gotta pay $135, $140, $150 for a fragrance that's gonna smell a little bit stronger than the one before, a little bit darker, a little bit lighter. I'm sick and tired of that. Like, why y'all keep playing me? It's like every company in almost every industry is milking its consumers. Sony has the rights to the Spider-Man trilogy and the Spider-Man universe. Inside their contract, they have to release 1 Spider-Man movie a year. And what have they been doing? The Spider-Verse, the Spider-Man game, Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, or movies that's inside the Spider-Man universe, like Craven, Morpheus, Madam Web. It's like they don't even care about the quality of the movies because they rushing it out to meet this deadline. Same thing with these fragrances. Ralph Lauren is doing it as well with these Ralph Club fragrances. They came out with a Ralph Club Eau de Parfum like 3 years ago. Then the next year they came out with a Ralph Club Parfum. Then the year after that they came out with a Ralph Club Elixir. And then the year after that they backtracked all the way back to the toilet and said, let's drop a Ralph Club Toilette. All 4 of them fragrances has been released in about 3 to 4 years. Fragrance companies almost never did that. Fragrance companies is taking the same exact business model that other products are doing. Let's look at video games. 2K11, 2K12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. If you look at how NBA 11 looks compared to NBA 2K25, it's damn near the same game when it comes to the mechanics. Yeah, they add a little bit every year to kind of just keep you going along. But it's really hard on the consumers that we gotta go run to the store, pay y'all $70 for a brand new video game. And then y'all got microtransactions where we gotta pay more microtransactions that don't even carry over from the last game. So let's say 1 year you buy a game for $70, you buy some VC, that's another $30, so you paid $100 on that game. But the next year come back around and you gotta buy that game again so you can get the rosters updated. Your character go back down to level 1 and you gotta build that character right back up all over again. It's common sense to see that the fragrance company was taking a liking to what the entertainment world was doing. They like, if you can do it, we can do it. I just think they was sitting in the board meetings and like, look at how the games is making so much revenue. Look at Activision. Look at Rockstar. Let's get like them. Let's release a fragrance every single year. And all we got to do is change something really little. They gonna eat it up because Americans are consumers. We buy stuff and don't even think about it. We just buy it because we buy it for the fear of missing out. We buy it because we followers. I don't like that, man. I'm smart enough to understand. I'm a little savvy with my money. I'm not excited to go run out there and buy the newest Valentino, bro. I'm really not excited. I wasn't really even excited to buy the brand new Azzaro Wanted Forever. I wasn't excited to buy that. So when they sent it to me for free, I was like, thank you. because I wasn't gonna spend my money and go buy that. I really wasn't then planning on doing that. I get that everybody wants money, but it's like, where's the creativity? Okay, designer fragrances, in my opinion, is just not worth it anymore. Now they want to release 2 or 3 fragrances a year. Why? Because they see that we buying Middle Eastern fragrances. They see that the communities is buying more indie houses now. Some people are even spending money on niche fragrances more. But have you realized that even niche fragrances is going down and doing the same business practices that the designer fragrances do? Why do Creed Aventus has 3 different versions? Why is it a Creed Aventus Cologne and then a Creed Aventus Absolute? Since when did niche companies do that? One fragrance is already like $400. We don't need a small change for you to drop another fragrance for us to spend another $400. Have you realized that Creed Absolute is in a very small bottle? It costs you almost $600 and it don't even smell like something that's that extraordinary, honestly. It really don't. It's just okay. Like what? It smells like something that can be worth $120 for sure. Maybe $150. Do you know what you can do with $600? I drive a Dodge Challenger, bro. My credit was messed up when I bought it. 18% interest, they didn't care, and I paid $600 a month for my Challenger. Why is a bottle of cologne running me the same price as my car when the value of the fragrance don't give me the same value that a car give me? I can make a lot of money with a car. I can't make a lot of money with a fragrance. It doesn't make sense. So when I come on here and I be telling y'all about the cologne fragrances, or I tell y'all about dupes, or I tell y'all about Middle Eastern fragrances, sometimes I'm okay with this diminishing the quality of a fragrance to not get duped out of my money because y'all keep releasing things that I don't really care about, or y'all keep releasing fragrances that don't really matter. Niche fragrances, I feel like it's slowly trying to do exactly what the designer fragrance is doing. So I think that niche fragrances is going to die off eventually as well. But right now, I don't really see a lot of people too excited when it comes to buying new designer fragrances. I think a lot of the whole entire community is all feeling the same exact way, where before we go bottle, we go run to YouTube and we see if it's good or not. We see if it smells a little bit better. And if it don't, we be like, and sometimes people come in the comments and they just ask, like, which one should I get? Because I'm not trying to get all of them. Just tell me which one is the best one. Which one is the strongest? But sometimes we be stuck in the loop because we don't know if the next year they even gonna come out with a fragrance anyway. So sometimes we'll buy a fragrance and think like, okay, I like how this smelled, it's the best one. And then when the company see that this one sold a lot and they seen that people like this, then they go drop a higher concentration. And why wouldn't we want to go get the higher concentration version? It's like we're stuck in this cycle, bro. That is why I even started my company, bro. I was smelling this fragrance this one time. I'm like, bro, I can just make this. And that's what I did. I started making other niche house fragrances that got 80 to 90% similar. Then I add my little twist to it. And then I look at how much the ingredients cost, and I'm like, y'all charging way more than y'all have to charge for these fragrances. I even look at their package, like maybe the money going into the boxes, maybe the money going into the team working behind it. But now I'm actually running my company. It don't cost that much to get this stuff shipped out. It don't cost that much. You don't need to charge that much, bro. That's too damn much. I promise you, it's too much. I'm not excited about designer fragrances. I want them to come out with a brand new line. Valentino, you can stop with these WOMOs, okay? You can stop. You can come out with, you can pick a different bottle. It's okay. Go to your R&D team and come out with a different design. Y'all not Jordans, dog. Why is it 10 of these same bottles on my shelf? I'm tired of this, bro. I want some diversity when it comes to the Valentino. I want y'all to switch it up, bro. Y'all did great with this bottle design. That's all the creativity y'all got. Y'all ran out. I doubt that. You ain't ran out. Y'all not trying hard enough. Y'all think we dumb. You think we gonna buy it just cause y'all just made it. And I'm tired of that, bro. I don't want nobody even buying designer fragrances no more. If you want to know the best Valentino, man, just get Coral Fantasy. You ain't gotta buy the other ones. They all redundant. It doesn't make sense. They all dry down to the same thing for real. The only thing they really change is like the top notes, but for real, they dry down to the same thing. It's not even that many dry downs to fragrances for real. It's like probably like 20. Fragrances usually dry down to the same thing. The only thing that really be different be the opening anyway. I don't want y'all out here getting duped buy these designer fragrances. I'd rather y'all just go to the store, get y'all some samples or whatever designer fragrance you want. You can even bring your own sample up to the store and fill that sample up and just leave. And just do it with a couple of fragrances and leave. But don't pay for a full bottle if you don't want to, bro. Especially if a new fragrance go out and be on the shelves. Get you a sample, wear the sample. Once you realize it's not really all like that and it's not really worth the full $180 price tag, save your money, bro. You can spend that money doing so many other things. That $180 can be dinner for like a week for your whole family, bro. Now you got, or that can be gas. That's like a month's worth of gas, $180. Instead of buying a fragrance that you really not even gonna wear for real because you already like got so many fragrances or that fragrance really not all like that, put some gas in your car. Take your girl out to eat. Save the money. There's no point. Start supporting these indie brands that's putting a lot of R&D into how it smells and they giving you a fair price point. I think buying fragrances for over $120 is played out, bro. If my fragrance costs that much, $120 for a fragrance. Don't let me get to $300. I don't want to spend $300. I remember buying Bodhisattva the Victorious. I thought that was the most dumbest decision ever. Like, why am I spending $1,000 on a fragrance? It didn't make sense. I was just having a real dumb day that day. Like, it's not smart, okay? Designer fragrances is getting on my nerves, but let me know if you love it, man, in the comments. I'm Big Boss, and I'm out.
Oh yeah, cash out.
I do not fuck with these niggas. I do not fuck with these bitches. They moving like lames. I just be doing my thing. Wearing my rings. And I'm giving my flame.